Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Christmas has well and truly arrived in Cwmbran. You find me in, well, perfect company here with the penguins, but I'm happy to say we're closer to Newport than the North Pole, although it certainly feels cold enough. But yes, look at this. It's an absolute vision, isn't it? And this is all the brainchild of, and I promise your name is not made up, it is Noel, isn't it?
Yes.
Noel. I suppose the question is, how on earth did all this begin? Where on earth did you start?
It started about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
with just a couple of lights on the front, and I kind of like just added more to it every year. I think I got roughly between 18 and 20,000 LEDs on here.
And you said to me, how many cable ties holding all of this together, do you think?
I've gone through nearly 500 cable ties this year.
500 cable ties. And what I love in particular is the fact that a lot of this stuff here, you've made yourself, haven't you?
Yes.
So it's not cost a fortune to do all of this.
No, I basically find recycle and reuse if I can, and add my own little touch to it. It's basically trial and error. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But
Yeah.
90% of the time it does work.
And it's gathering quite a crowd. But there is, Nicola, a kind of a reason for doing this, isn't
Yes.
there? Tell us a little bit about why Noel is doing this.
Well, we're doing it for charity this year, which is Tea Haven. They're very close to my heart. They've been
Yeah.
involved with myself and my daughter for 4 years now. So, yeah, so it's time to give something back to them.
Yeah, and boy, are you doing that. And I've got to ask you now, what's your favourite thing here that Noel's done?
The three reindeers and the penguins.
Wow, the penguins, and they do look really rather fabulous, don't they? Are you proud of him for doing all of this?
Maybe.
Maybe. There you go, you heard it here. So Noel, how long is all of this going to be up for?
Well, it's going to be up until the new year.
Yeah.
It's normally turned on as soon as it gets dark and goes off around about 10:30 every night.
Yeah. And does it take a lot of looking after and a lot of maintenance?
Yes, I'm in and out here, making sure everything's working, just making sure everything's going as it should do.
Yeah, and Nicola, how's he been? Is he very festive on all of this?
Yes, very crazy to live
With
with.
a name like Noel, he's got to be, isn't he?
Yes.
Well, I suppose the lights are up, Christmas is in the air, but the question is, what's the weather going to do? I think it is probably safe to say that Noel has set the bar rather high. I wouldn't want to be one of Noel's neighbours, but doesn't it look spectacular? It is Christmas after all, and it's never too early, Andrea.
Ruth.
Well, I can tell you exactly what the weather's going to do. An awful lot going on this week. It's very busy. As we run the sequence through, we've got an area of low pressure that will arrive round about the middle of the week, bringing some unsettled weather, but hopefully some milder air. It's very cold out here at the moment. And then a little heads up that by the time we get to the coming weekend, there is a storm brewing, and we could be in for some really nasty and thoroughly unseasonal conditions. But we'll keep you posted on that nearer the time. In the meantime, the picture out here, well, it's bright and beautiful, very sparkly, but there are showers across northern areas. These will tend to ease as we head through the next few hours. So we're looking at a largely dry night. And as the winds drop back too, the temperatures are going to tumble away. So we're looking at general lows tonight of around the freezing mark. Further inland, more sheltered rural spots, -3, -4. Now, we could well see some rather dense patches of fog, but this is likely to be freezing fog, which is nasty stuff. So if you have got any early journeys, something to be mindful of. We could also have some icy stretches on the roads, certainly where we've had showers out here today, and some frost thrown in for good measure too. As I said, all very seasonal. But it's going to be a bitterly cold start to tomorrow morning wherever you are. The frost will lift, the fog will lift, and actually tomorrow is shaping up to be a really rather decent day. Lots of blue sky and sunshine on offer for you. But the temperatures are really going to struggle throughout, barely scraping above 6 or 7 degrees. Clouding over out towards the west into the afternoon, the precursor of some unsettled weather that will start to show its hand by the time we get to the middle of the week. So we're looking at a decent day for Wednesday, clouding over, showers on the way, and feeling just that little bit milder as well.